extrapolate those two measurements, dump it into a computer program, and it'll spit out exact altitudes and wind directions for these pilots. And they're using that information to choose their launch spot with the goal of trying to get back here to the field. And so one of the biggest questions we always get with a hot air balloon is,
we ain't
can
talking
you
about
steer
that.
a hot air balloon?
We can, I mean, if oh, okay, we'll have it
There
here.
is no steering wheel in a balloon. There's no way to just make it turn right or make it turn left. You just can't really do that. The long answer to that question, though, is yes, you can somewhat steer a hot air balloon. And that's what these competitive pilots are fixing to do right here. And what you'll find
Yeah,
is
this is nice.
using that
This is
information at
nice.
different
This is
altitudes and
real
different wind directions,
nice.
and sometimes different speeds. So those pilots will use that information to guide and steer
Wow.
their balloon in and out of those wind currents.
Oh, look at all of them. Look, you got more than one.
Got Randy here taking off.
Tell her we good.
Another pilot we got back there in the back, Mr. Mark Miller, all the way from Washington, D.C.
Tell her this a good view, because it was a good view over there, too.
He's flying a Firefly balloon there with the turquoise blue verticals and kind of a zigzag pattern in the middle. What you see here is this location is very unique. We're kind of down in a little bit of a bowl here, so it allows for very calm winds on inflations. You'll see that with the balloons that are taking off. They're just kind of creeping ever so slowly. And you see, once they kind of get up and clear the rim of the bowl and the tree line here, they'll start to get the prevailing wind direction.
Woo!
Fly on out. I think Randy's just kind of having fun with the scoring officials there. Probably wishes he had a baggie or two in his basket to throw at him.
Nice,
He's hovering right over the
nice,
target there. And you
nice.
can see Mark now, he's kind of starting to get up in that prevailing wind pattern. He's starting to get a little bit of direction and fly on out.
That's so cool. Where the other one went?
Some of the other balloons we got inflated, we can see Charles Page back there in the back. He's got kind of white with purple and pink pattern in his balloon. Charles has flown some of our dignitaries here this weekend, including the president of the local college. The mayor
Very
of
nice,
Statesville.
very nice.
Not sure who he's got in the basket this morning, but we'll have a great flight. So the scoring officials out there, they're laying out our targets this morning, and we've got 3 competitive tasks that the pilots will be competing in this morning. So the first one is what we call a fly-in task. And the fly-in task is pretty simple. It's just sounds just like what it is. So the pilots take off. There's a rule. They've got to be at least 2 or 3 kilometers away. We don't really care where they launch as long as it's 2 or 3 kilometers away. And they all carry GPSs so that we can kind of track their locations. So they're looking for parks or people's property where they can get permission and take off from their property. So parks, schools, parking lots, all those things are kind of fair game. And so they take off from that property, and their goal is to fly into this target. So there's a big X on the field that says Cameron Balloons on it. So there's a big X that they're flying into. And their first task is to throw their baggie at that X, and they get scored in a fraction of an inch how far away from dead center they are. The next task is also still far on the field, and it's called a maximum distance single drop. So maximum distance.